Oh, stay on this phone. Settings. Yep, go back. Offline.
Huh? The file on your computer. Hold on. Okay. Let's quit this. Forget it. I won't do music today. It's okay. Alright. Let's go. Losing set. Welcome back. Today, Reine, Tour de Zwift. By popular request. It was brought to my attention that this was the course, and so here we are. Gonna be a good one. Gonna be a good one. working. Okay. Freezing. Heat up quick. So the game plan today is the following. We're going to give a little pop at the bottom of the hill, because this is ultimately a training race for the Alp. Because, like, looking at the duration of this race, it's pretty much like a very similar duration to the Alp. You're not going to lose too much. You know, it's roughly a 40-minute climb. I think the last time I did this race, it took 50 minutes. Race starts in 10 minutes, by the way. So it's about a 40-minute long climb. And so the Alp, you know, at right now about 35. You know, I'm not going to lose that much power in 5 minutes. So I don't want to make this like the Alp, basically, and just like give her right from the bottom. This is a training race. And so, of course, things could change, but right now the game plan is give a little punch at the bottom, just break things up a little bit, and then I'm going to settle into about sweet spot power. It's about 315 to 320. And then about 5 minutes from the end. I'm not really sure where that is on this course. On the Alp, I always know, like, I know that road so well that, or that virtual road, that, you know, I know as soon as I get to the final ride-on symbol, that's like 5 minutes to the end for me. I don't really know where that is today, but nonetheless, approximately, let's say 2K from the end, if we're averaging, you know, 20K an hour or something like that, I'm guessing. Then I'll try to put it up to about 390 to 400 and just give her a good last effort. So a few years ago I did this in a race one time and it worked out pretty well, doing just like steady power for, you know, 30 minutes on the Alp and then 5 minutes at like 400. Now, I was in better shape then than I am now, but we'll see. We'll see. That's the game plan. Now, because time is a little truncated here, a little bit late, but I'm not going to talk super much right now because I got to focus on the warm-up. Make sure I get what I want to get in. Shit. I gotta pump my tire. Gonna have to get off in a second. Alright, that's it for the warm-up. Because we gotta get off and pump this tire. It's over there. I've had better warm-ups than today, that's for sure. Not much. Okay. Better warm-ups. That's for damn sure. Look away. Ooh, you find a fire. Thank you. Just doing my openers now. I think the climb should start in about 7 minutes. You go up La Petite KOM there, and then up the big one. Trying to see if I see this one name. Wolfgang Marcher. He's got a pretty high 20 and 5 minute. Almost 7 watts per kilo for 5 minute. 685. Looks like he's Swiss. I don't see him. Vermont, Chapman, no, not there. Where is he? And then there's supposed to be Oliver Dowd, the Canadian. Where is he? People are just joining. I had a short warm-up, hence doing the little spikes now. This is the warm-up. Sorry about no music today. For some reason it wasn't working. Normally what I do is put the computer to Google in online mode, and then I listen on my phone in offline mode to get 2 users on the same account. But it wasn't working today. Oh, good. That's on purpose. Alright, I think that's enough openers. Maybe one more. Just over this hill. So, to review, the game plan today is a little pop at the bottom of the hill, and then I'm going to settle into sweet spot power for the next 35 minutes or so, and then see if I can hit about 400, 390 to 400 for the last approximately 2K. As Mike Tyson says, everyone has a plan until you get punched in the mouth, but still doesn't hurt to have a plan. Wait, did I just see Munger? Is that the guy? I might have just seen him. Munger, I saw him. Oh, Marcher, it's Marcher. Looks like I have the highest 20-minute in the race. And then there's an Eric Gordon here, 5.7. We'll see where he comes. I don't know where he is right now. Alright, climb is coming very shortly. I think it's time to put my music on. No, yeah, that's Munger, not Marcher. So anyone see a Gordon? Gordon? Euler? Ooh, that one's good. That's yellow and blue Gatorade in one. It's nice. Green. It's a green drink. So the question is do I do my little pop up the petite, or do I wait until... I'm gonna wait, because the petite's not particularly steep. So I'm gonna just hold wheels up the petite, and then when hopefully everyone's getting a little bit tired, then I'm gonna put in my little pop for about 30 seconds to 45 seconds. See what happens, and then settle into the sweet spot. Ah, that's too bad. I was looking forward to racing him because he's got like the verified badge and whatnot. Would have been fun. Oh, but well, still we'll see. The beauty of having a kind of a training race here is that it doesn't matter too much what goes on. I'm still gonna stay mostly to the plan. So here goes the petite. So we're going to just hold wheels up this. kind of forcing my hand a bit. Nice little group forming. Jeez, he took off. And thank you for the suggestion for the race, Mark. This is fun. Racing some, a big field. Been a long time. See if he's just going for the KOM. Alright, time to make the first dig. Once we whip around this corner. Holy shit. I don't know. Can somebody look that guy up? Pizza. Fuck that. Okay, this is fun. Like, come. I'm not chasing. I'm not chasing. This is stupid. This is stupid. The watts are just so erratic. Like, the fucking stupid. I think I might quit, guys. This is stupid. Like, what the fuck is this? Like, he's putting 12 watts per kilo. Holy shit. Like, it's not fun doing a workout. Like, I'm just gonna do workouts. This is fucking stupid. Like, so I drafted that guy the whole way up, and I'm at 5.6 right now for 20. Yeah, so 7 watts per kilo. Right. Okay. Finger guard. It's not fun just doing a workout. It's like, but you can't trust anything. It's like, it's so hard to just bury yourself when it's like, the guy's name is Pizza. Like, yeah, it's just annoying. It's like, I want to race, and I want to put races on for you guys, but like, I'm not following attacks like this. Like, guy put 12 watts per kilo, and then goes down to 0, and then back to 12. That's why I wanted to race the Oliver guy, because I know he's real. That's why I was excited for this one. Okay, refocus. Workout, do a workout. So we're going with 2K to go again. We'll put ourselves into that final 5 of the out. Building from a sweet spot. Every time I look up, I see red numbers. One K to go. About 48 minutes. $401. Just breathe. Don't pull up. Don't do that again. $401. It was perfect. Perfectly paced. Said I wanted 5 minutes at the end, and it was 5 minutes and 35 at 401. A minute 55 and we're back to 139. You know what kills me too is the fact that, and I'm saying this right now, like, because it does actually upset me, like, the fact that I don't have a check mark. It's like, I'm gonna swear for a second, it's fucking bullshit. Like, the fact that I don't have a check mark, it's like, for God's sakes. Like, it's like I had a pro license for like 5 years. I was top age grouper in the world in 2017. Like, how the hell do I not have a check? And I did that race. I don't think people know that in Penticton when I won, like, I hadn't run from that year from the end of February until about mid-July. So I had about 3 weeks of running in my legs, and then did the 30K in hot conditions in Penticton off of 3 weeks of run training. And I don't have a check, and that just pisses me off. It's like, and yet the guy named Pizza, I was gonna send him a message saying, like, so when's the Liège-Bastogne-Liège race? When's that coming? Like, when's Roubaix? Is it April again this year or whatever? But it says he can only receive people from followers, because probably people have said the guy with the profile of a piece of pizza pushing 12 watts per kilo on and off. Alright, cool down for 5 more minutes. Let's see what this Zwift power, I think this guy. So it's giving me second. Oh no, sorry, that's for last weekend. Where's this weekend? Results aren't up yet. So the guy with the initials MM whatever, that was the guy that I talked about at the beginning. And it says that his 20 minute is 5.7. But is it just me, or did it look like he went a hell of a lot more than that? He looked like he went way more than that. See, here's the problem. Let me just say this, and then I'm gonna get off in a couple minutes here. 3 minutes. So the guy that came second, that MMW whatever, so he was that guy that I mentioned at the beginning. Turns out it was him. Just changed his name or something, I don't know. But the thing is like, he might be legit. I don't know. But and he's stuck with pizza. But to me, I'm just like, through the tunnel there, I think for 4 minutes or whatever, I pushed like, say 380. Something like that. Right? And it's like, when he spikes the power up to 12, I could stay patient and just be like, okay, just, stick on 6, and, you'll close in. But it's like, it's so hard when it's just like, especially if the other guy was legit, to be like, oh, maybe I should have just tried sticking with that guy or something, because he came from the rear, right? And it's like, you say that, but in the moment, it's like, okay, I'm pushing 380 watts for, as I said, like 4 or 5 minutes, something like that. So roughly 6.5 watts per kilogram, right? And then I'm seeing numbers spike up to 12 out of that. Repeatedly. Like on and off, repeatedly. And it's like, you know what I mean? Like, maybe one of those guys is real, but even if it's like there's one fake guy and the other guy's real, it's like people who stick on Z-Power's wheel. It's like, it kind of ruins the race. It's like, the old thing was you were supposed to always let Z-Power, I don't know if it's still that way, I've been out of the game for a while, but like, it used to be like, when Z-Power went, you were supposed to let them go. And it was kind of like, good riding etiquette. To be like, let him go, we'll have a race. Well, all it takes is one guy to go, and then you're left being like, I don't know, like, am I supposed to go with, like, even attempt to get back up there? Like, I have this game plan today, of doing, the whole game plan was put in one surge at the bottom, just to space things out a bit, and then hold sweet spot, which I did. I held 327 or so for the next 35 minutes, and then with 2K to go, pour it on. And I did all that. So I mean, in the end it was successful, but what I was saying was like, in the moment you're like, Am I really supposed to go with 12 watts per kilo? And the power is just doing stupid things, going to 12, back to 0, back to 12. Like I don't know what. Like it doesn't seem real to me. And so, am I supposed to throw out my whole plan just because of this? Like, when in reality it's probably going to get DQ'd on Zwift Power anyways, right? And so, you know, I'm going to get like a really, really hard effort, but like, it's not the effort I wanted. The effort I want is Alp to Zwift. This is a training race. And so I got to kind of check my ego at the door a bit and be like, you know, what do you want to do? You want to try to win this and bury yourself to stick with Z-Power? Or like a guy whose name is Pizza, like pushing 12 watts per kilo out of the tunnel off of like 6.5? Anyone could push 12, I'm not saying that, but to go from 6.5 watts per kilo up to 12 repeatedly, like, and recover at 6.5 basically, to me is just like. And as I said, I was holding his wheel on the petite, and I was at 5.6 average, and he was driving the pace. So he had to be about 6.0 average for 20, and then goes to 6.5, and then is pushing up to 12 repeatedly. And it's like, so like you're Pogacar, like is that what we're saying here? Like, you know what I mean? Like, so your threshold is what? What are we saying? Your threshold's what? 6.5 to 7 is threshold, because you're able to go from it up to 12. Like, I don't know. It's 15-minute warm up, so I want to get to the bottom of the hill. I don't understand. I don't know. It's like, I don't know what the results are going to say. I don't know if that second place guy was legit or not. I don't know. Like, but to me it was just like, things were getting pretty stupid out of the tunnel there, where I thought like, okay, I'm pushing a pretty good effort here. Right, I'm pretty close to 400 watts at 60 kilos. Right. I'm not expecting someone from that. Not that I'm not expecting not to get dropped, but to get, like, because there's guys obviously like Jason Osborne, yeah, who would be able to stay with that no problem. But to get dropped in that kind of manner, where it's like, you know, I'm seeing red numbers every single time I looked up. I was seeing red numbers, like, and it's just like, I think my average power for the 40 minutes is going to be like 5.7, 5.8. I don't know, like, I was at 328 going into the final 5, and then pushed 401 for 5.5. So I think the average will be like, I don't know, 340, like plus, right? So it's like, I'm not expecting at that to get 2 minutes put into me out of red numbers like that. Like old me could have put a minute into me if I was just holding 360, fine. But to do it in that manner, to me, is just like, it looked, and you guys saw it, like, it looked wrong. The numbers looked wrong. Just gotta get to that arch. That's always what I used to do back in the day. And I will go to Zwift Power in a second. See what happens. So stick around for 1 sec. This is a 15-minute cool down. 15 up. Yeah, okay. It's good enough. I forgot to keep pedaling there. some reason it keeps the time going. Sometimes when that happens and the thing just keeps going, it's like you gotta just hit the brakes. Here, hold on, let me hit my brake. Yeah. Something's wrong here. I don't know. This is my current racing bike. Ready to go. It's ready to go for the season. It doesn't have brakes on it right now, but it makes it light as a feather, but strong as dragon scales. Okay, so let me just see what the graph looks like. Stick around for 1 second. I just need to take my shoe off. Hold on. Alright. Let's see what the graph looked like. So, we'll go here. Reine. Okay, and then let's open up Zwift Power. I'll get you guys in a second. Okay. Power profile. Let's go like this. Zwift, get out of my face. Display. Hey, there we go. Okay, you ready? Let's see. Let me just make sure I have you guys still. Which guy is that, George? Is that the pizza guy? Is that the pizza guy or that that other guy? This guy. Is that him? Yeah. Let's see what his looks like. I just look at it. Yeah, that looks real. That looks real. Okay. 1200 once. 1250. 1200. This is after the race. Okay. 1300. 1000. 1200. Holy moly. Yeah. Okay. Okay. So when's... Hold on a minute. It's oh my god, it's literally... It's... I'm not actually angry. I'm just like, I'm so annoyed at Zwift. Like, give me a break, man. Come on. So this guy's over 50. How? No, like, seriously. I thought, like, what is wrong with Zwift Power? First of all, his age is 90. His age is 90 plus. Okay? So, his age is 90 plus and he's not wearing a heart rate monitor. Why is he in the results? Like, come on. I know, like, it's stupid to get angry at, but it's like, you know what? Like, I'm not going to race again. This is stupid. Like, I'm announcing my retirement right now. Like, I'm serious. Like, this is stupid. So, he's 90 years old, over 90 years old, apparently. He's got no heart rate monitor on. As you said, his weight has changed from 87.5 down to 62 in less than a month. No heart rate. And Zwift Power, which is supposed to be like our big brother, has given him the win. And then this guy, so he pushed 408 for 37:30. Hey Google, what's 408 divided by 68?
The answer is 6.
It's the way that it was happening is, to me, very weird. Because I was seeing red numbers fly. See, but anyways, this guy might be real. I don't know. But as I said to you during the thing, like, I look at it and I say, oh, maybe I should have tried harder to, like, stay with that guy. Right? Because maybe this guy's legit. I don't know. You know what I mean? I don't know if he is. But it's more the fact that it's just like, you know, I'm not trusting, like, pizza is straight bull. Like, let's call it like it is. Pizza, the guy with the username Pizza, who's 90 years old, who's dropped 25 kilograms in a day, and is not wearing a heart rate monitor. I have no idea for the life of me why Zwift has not DQ'd this guy. And Zwift Power, which is supposed to be the big brother of Zwift, looking over all the race results, has given him the win, is just, to me, is mind-boggling that this is happening. And yet, at the same time, I am paying like $30 a month. So like the price of Zwift has continued going up, and the oversight has continued to plummet. To me, that is just straight bull. So pizza is nonsense. Okay? This guy might be real. I don't know. But some of the stuff looks a little sketchy. Like, I will say on the descent, okay, after you pushed 6 watts per kilo for 40 minutes, after that, with a peak 20 minute in there, peak 30 minutes, sorry. Hey, Google. What's 419 divided by 68?
The answer is approximately 6.161765.
Hey, Google. What's 425 divided by 68?
The answer is 6.25.
So after pushing 6.25 watts per kilo for 20 minutes, 6.15 for 30, you then turned around within, wait for it, it's bull. I'm going to just say it right now. This guy, if he's watching, I'd love for you to prove me wrong. So, what was his name? Wolfgang? I don't know what his name was. What was his name? Wolfgang? I'd love for you to prove me wrong if you're watching my stream right now, because I find it just interesting. If I'm being honest, I find it interesting that you pushed 401 watts. You're coming off of 401 watts. And then in the span of 37 seconds of recovery, you then put out 863, 1,033, 1,037. How long are these spikes? 10 seconds long? 5-second long spikes? But I find it interesting, not to mention that the heart rate looks wrong, because I'm spitballing ideas here, but here you're recovering. Okay, so within 59 seconds you went down, just like I did. Great. But then you do these spikes, and then I find it interesting that for some odd reason your heart rate went from 139 up to 152 when there's no change in the pattern. In fact, these are higher spikes than these spikes. And so why your heart rate went up by 15, I'm not sure. Beats me. And then it went down again, and then it went back up. Yes, these are more frequent, so that part makes sense. But this looks a little weird to me. Going 900, 0, 700, what's going on here, guy? 700, 900, 700, 1,000. With no heart rate increase after the 1,000. I'd love for you to prove me wrong. But I'd love to understand why within 37 seconds of the race, you then proceeded to do almost 1,000 watts repeatedly. And actually, a lot of these, went up to 1,337 watts. That looks a little interesting. That it seems to me like doing 6.25 watts per kilo for 20 minutes didn't take anything out of you. It's what it seems to me. So, prove me wrong. Anyways, I don't know. What do you guys think? Is this guy real? As I said, it doesn't really matter because, let's see. So let's see what this guy looks like. He looks 68 kilos to you? Anyways. He may well be legit. I'm not sure. If he is, he's got to be the strongest 50-plus-year-old I've ever seen in my life. Yeah, big, strong traps. Got a lot of bouldering pictures, but I'm not gonna lie, guy. Based on having, as far as I can tell, an FTP over 400 watts, and being able to go into sprints right after that, I'm not gonna lie. Either you're a pro Like former pro rider or something. Wow, that was pretty cool. You see that? I mean, this guy could be legit. I don't know. But as I said to you during the race, the being able to like it's really hard in that moment to be like, yeah, no, I'm gonna try to stick with one of the two guys, and make that decision and be like, I think he's real, I don't think he's real, I'm gonna stick with this guy and not this guy, and like, you know what I mean, like it's impossible. That's why it's frustrating, and I am gonna really take a long hard think about doing more Zwift races. If I'm doing my Alp, honestly, I probably am gonna do it on my own. I don't need to do it in a race. It'd be nice to have it register. That's why it's nice doing it in a race. But yeah, doing it it's just the thing is, as I said, it's so hard making these like decisions and being like, I want to keep with this guy, not this guy, because this guy's real and this guy's not. Oh, these guys are all not real. And this guy's his username's Pizza, and this guy's not wearing a heart rate monitor. It's like it's stupid. Like this Pizza guy for sure I know is just straight bull, and it does. If I can finish my rant for 1 sec, and then let you go, it's the fact that this has been given the win by the oversight committee, if we call it that. I just don't understand. I don't understand. That this doesn't raise any alarm bells. Dropping 25 kilograms in a month and having an age of over 90. To have just put out basically 5.3 for Wolfgang. Pizza was on the front. So 5.5, so that means up the climb he was what, like 6.5? So 6.5 watts per kilo for 40 minutes. You know what I mean? With no heart rate monitor on. Like, I thought the no heart rate was supposed to be like a straight elimination. Like, that was automatically eliminate from Zwift Power. So, to me, that's just... It's not right that this is happening. And yet, as I said, the membership price continues to go up. And the value, like, this Zwift racing is just... I'm looking at it and being like... The community races are stupid. You got to do it in the pro level races, because these community races are a waste of time. Anyways, and I'm not like at 5. What would it have been? 5 points. Let's just look at mine. Let's just get my data. Oh, that looks sick. So that lost by 2 minutes. 5.7 for 41 minutes. 2 minutes behind. That's amazing. So this is the petite. And then here we go up. So this is from the attack in the tunnel, I think. So let's see what from the tunnel to the thing. And then I got to get these shorts off. I'm dying here. So from here to here. Whoo! That's good. Guys, this bodes very well for the Alp. So the Alp was 340. I think our last attempt up it was 341, something like that. So we just did 330, 342. In the middle here, as you can see, very controlled. Heart rate 164. Look how rock steady that is. It's nice. 320. So what's funny is that despite me being quite angry right now, I did everything I wanted to do. So I'll end this with a positive, and that is I said I wanted a surge at the bottom to try to break things up. And then I was going to settle into 320 watts. I said 315 to 320 to myself. Looks like it's 320 on the dot. Even though I didn't have a lap going, which is good. Means just I felt like it was 320 without actually seeing that it was. The lap was from earlier. I hadn't lapped it a second time, so really good. I said I won 315 to 320. We hit 315 to 320. The surge wasn't much of a surge. I actually wanted to do a hard spike. But the reason I didn't do a really hard punch, like I was initially planning on doing a 1 minute punch, like hard. But based on the fact that pizza was pushing huge red numbers, I thought that the punch isn't going to do anything. So let's try to kind of stretch him out a little bit. It didn't do anything either because he still managed to be able to do that as well. But 386, so 6.5 watts per kilo. So I got dropped at 6.5 watts per kilo. Let's put it that way. For 3.5 minutes. Okay. Nonetheless, and then I said 320, and then I wanted to do 390 to 400 watts for the last 5 minutes or so, from 2K mark to go. And let's see, I had 401, so I already know what this is, but 401. So 6.8. So 60 kilos, like 6.7. Excellent. Very, very good. Heart rate's cool too, actually. It's nice. This is big watts, big power. And the 400 watt finish is stunning. I'm really happy with that. It bodes really, really well. Because that's exactly what I wanted to do. 343. Wow. That's good. Anyone know what the VAM is on that? Is it 2000? 1900 VAM. So, it must be not as steep of a section, because it should have been about 2000 VAM, I think. On the Alp, I think that would get that. But, beautiful. Excellent. This is like a perfect effort. Spike. The only thing, if I'm critical, I wanted a hard spike to really drive lactate up. This wouldn't have done that. This was more like just like a low-end VO2. I wish I went with that other guy, but as I said, it's so hard to be like, I'm going to stick with this Wolfgang guy. The pizza guy I'm not going to stick with because he's just straight bull. It's like, so if the Wolfgang guy beat me legitimately, he beat me, whatever. I do find some of the data interesting, but you know my thoughts on that. Anywho, I got to get these shorts off. I am dying. That's beautiful. What was it? 343. Whoa. Screenshot that for my coach. Gonna send this to coach. Say, hey, you wanted some numbers. There you go. There's some numbers. It's not exactly this part. This part here doesn't look anything like what coach wanted. But this part is bang on. I said 315 to 320 into 390 to 400. I gave him 320, so at the top of his range, and I gave him 401. Take that. Did more than what you wanted. And really steady. Look how steady that power is. Whoa. It's beautiful. All right. Sorry for getting angry. I'm just annoyed. What I'm annoyed at is the price is going up, and it seems like the oversight is plummeting. But anyways, because like as I said, I thought like no heart rate was supposed to be like straight, like that is straight DQ. But it seems like it didn't do anything. Like they're not DQing anyone. And I don't know. Anyways, I'll cool down and focus on the numbers. As I said, that's the main part. The part is I hit exactly what I wanted. The bulk of it was exactly what I wanted. I wanted a hard spike at the bottom. I wanted like, 450 to 500 for like a minute, and then go into the sweet spot to really spike lactate up there and then just cruise on. Instead, it ended up just kind of being like, we're going to elevate heart rate with a little bit of VO2. But it was that I started racing too much because I started thinking, well, the guy's got obviously huge ability to spike. This pizza guy, he's going to 12, no problem. So that's not going to work. That was what it was. It's like, that's not going to work. So let me just try kind of stretching out, like, as I said, 6.5 watts per kilo. And then and then getting dropped from 6.5 watts per kilo. Guy going up to 12. Okay. Gotta love it. Alright. Take care, everyone.